Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, I'm Stav and this is my channel, She Equips Herself. If you're not brand new here, you might know two things about me. One, I live in Massachusetts. And two, I carry a Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. This is my carry gun. This is the Shield Plus. It doesn't have a magazine in it right now. But I have very exciting news for those of you who also live in Massachusetts. The Shield Plus recently became mass compliant. They created a mass compliant version that you can now buy if you live in Massachusetts. And today I'm at Mass Firearms School in Holliston. This is one of my favorite ranges and gun shops to visit. And I'm gonna do an unboxing of the mass compliant Shield Plus for you to let you know what to expect if you decide to buy one or if you wanna go try one out and maybe purchase one if you like it. I also want to mention that if you ever get to visit Mass Firearms School, they have a lot of really amazing classes. I've taken pretty much all of them, and they also have a really great gun shop. If you ever get to visit and you decide to purchase a gun, if you mention my channel name, you will get a free box of ammo. So remember that. If you go to Mass Firearms School, tell them I sent you and you'll get a free box of ammo with the purchase of a firearm. All right, so here we've got the box with the mass compliant Shield Plus in it. I used to carry just the regular old original M&P Shield 9mm, and then I upgraded to the Shield Plus when it came out. So let's talk a little bit about what you can expect from the mass compliant version. Massachusetts has a firearms roster with approved guns that you're allowed to own, and so Smith & Wesson came out with a mass compliant version of the M&P Shield Plus. So here it is in this fancy blue packaging. Let's take it out and take a look at it. All right, chamber flag. So this is empty. Just right off the bat, it does come with one flush magazine, and these fit 10 rounds of ammunition in the magazine. If you live in Massachusetts, you're only allowed to carry 10 rounds in a magazine. They do make a 13-round magazine for the Shield Plus, but you can't carry that in Massachusetts. So we're limited to 10 rounds, and it also comes with an extra 10-round magazine. Now both of these, if you look at the bottom, they're flush magazines. So when I put them into the grip of the gun, it's flush with the bottom of the grip. It's not gonna stick out. And if you look at my hand size, so if you look at my hand size, my pinky isn't falling off that at all, really. It fits there perfectly. But if you have bigger hands, like my husband Mac has huge hands, if he holds this gun, his pinky is falling off the end. So to remedy that, you can buy a grip extension. So this is like a pinky extension that goes on the bottom of your magazine. And this one is by Pierce Grip, and they sell these here at Mass Firearms School for $9.99 if you want to get one of those. But what that looks like on a magazine is like this. So that's the pinky extension, and this is the regular flush magazine. So if you find that your hand is falling off and this would be helpful for you, you can buy this piece for $10, and that will just help you get a better grip. So your pinky, if you had bigger hands, would rest right on that pinky extension, and it would just give you a more solid grip on the gun. It also comes with a lock and an instruction manual, which I definitely recommend reading through anytime you get a new gun. If you've seen my previous review of the Shield Plus, it's gonna be a little bit different, and the main difference between the Free State Shield Plus and the Mass Compliant Shield Plus is the trigger weight. So Mac actually tested the trigger weight on both the Mass Compliant Shield Plus and the Free State Shield Plus, and there's quite a bit of a difference. The Free State Shield Plus has a trigger weight of between 4.5 to 5 pounds. And when he tested the weight on the Mass Compliant Shield Plus, it was a little over 10 pounds. So that's twice as heavy, and when you feel the trigger, you can really tell it's not a nice trigger. It's like heavy. There it goes. It's just a really heavy trigger, not very pleasant. And I've told this story before of the first time I tried a Shield. I tried it next to a Ruger, and the trigger on the Shield that I tried was not modified at all. It was the original stock trigger, the Mass Compliant trigger that came with the Shield. And when I tried it, I hated it. I didn't know that you could get these trigger kits put in. This is an Apex trigger kit, and this will make your trigger weight about the same weight as a Free State trigger, and it is a very noticeable difference. So with the Free State trigger, It's so much lighter, so much smoother, and I like that. I want that in a trigger. If you live in Massachusetts and you want to get a shield, don't forget that you can get a trigger kit put into it. This one here costs $100. They will install it here for free. You'll just give them your gun, tell them you want one of these trigger kits, they'll put it in, and then it makes a whole world of difference. You're gonna go from hating the shield to loving the shield with just one little change like this, and it's definitely worth the money. I got one of these put into my original shield and it made such a big difference. I loved that gun so much. I loved shooting it. I loved the trigger after this was put in. So don't forget that you can do that if you live in Massachusetts. You can have a kit put in to lower the trigger weight. So I've tested out this trigger here, just dry firing it, and I'm gonna take it into, oh my God. I'm gonna take it into the range now and we'll see how it does when I actually shoot at a target with live rounds. Before we go into the range, I also want to mention that you can buy one with a safety. So there's a safety, it's engaged right now, and if I needed to shoot, I would click it off. I don't like safeties usually, but that's your own call. You can get ones that don't have a safety. You can buy with a safety or without, depending on your personal preference. So without further ado, let's head into the range and see how this actually shoots as a mass compliant Shield Plus. Okay, baby, what are your thoughts on the Shield Plus?
I'm a big fan of the Shield Plus. I was a big fan of the Shield. Shield Plus is great. It would be problematic for me to maintain the mass compliant trigger, so I would absolutely get the Apex kit in there. I think you should shoot it, and if you can get your hands on one with either an Apex trigger kit or a free state trigger, I think it's a great choice. It fits my hand better than most of the other small 9mm like the Glock 43, the Glock 43X, the Glock 48, the SIG 365. The 365 XL, that's a great gun too as far as fitting my hand. This fits my hand a little bit better, but the 365, the normal one, doesn't fit my hand at all well, but the 365 XL fits my hand very well. But I think this is a great choice. It's shot great for us for many years, and I'm real happy with it.
The M&P Shield Plus is currently selling at Mass Firearms School for $499 if you pay cash and $509 if you pay with a card. If you check out the shop at Mass Firearms School, they also have a whole wall full of holsters, and this one is for the Shield Plus. This is made by 508 Holsters. It's just an inside the waistband Kydex holster, but they have them for all sorts of different guns. Check out their shop and you can find something that you might like. I really hope you guys liked this little unboxing and quick review of the Mass Compliant Shield Plus. Let me know if you live in Massachusetts and also have to abide by our horribly ridiculous gun laws. And if you're in the area, definitely make sure to check out Mass Firearms School. It's an amazing place to learn, to take classes, to buy guns. They have guns that you can rent and try out on their range, so if you're trying to decide between some guns, you can test out a few at the same time and do an actual comparison with live fire. I know a lot of gun shops don't have that option, so definitely check out Mass Firearms School. I'll put their website right here so you can check them out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.